Well, I really should do this video right now, but fuck it. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lifeline. My name is Alex, and this channel is designed to inspire you to let your future expand and to find success. And today we are talking about the reason why you just can't get yourself motivated to get anything done or do anything of significance throughout your day. And in reality, there are probably a mix of many different reasons, but the one I'm going to talk about today is certainly a big one, and it's called learned helplessness. Learned helplessness is a psychological phenomenon whereby through repeated exposure to negative emotions and circumstances, you eventually fall into a habit. Specifically, this habit is one of despair and despondency characterized by an apathetic inertia. In other words, you've experienced failure and sadness, but not just once. You've experienced it again and again and again and again and again. And eventually you just come to accept the fact that your fate is doomed to a naturally miserable existence and eternal lack of motivation. But of course we know that in reality this isn't necessarily true, because there is always hope to turn your life around and get r/motivated. And it's important to remember that most people at some point will fall into some form of learned helplessness throughout their lives. Hell, I've been in periods of learned helplessness and depression that seem like they last for an eternity. So don't beat yourself up. But I'll tell you that you're likely doing one very big thing wrong as you're trying to motivate yourself. You see, the problem is not that you've fallen into learned helplessness and can't get motivated, but that you're trying to escape it in the wrong way. So what the majority of us do when we're feeling some sort of despair and we're trying to get motivated is we'll try to jump right back on the horse. We'll try to set big, grand goals, and we'll try to start being productive right away. When the truth is that the best thing to do is to start small. Start by setting small and easily accomplishable goals. Give yourself small, productive choices, and then move your way up to more elaborate and bigger goals. This is basically reverse engineering your learned helplessness. Because again, learned helplessness usually burgeons from the repeated failure of goals, both big and small. So you have to counteract this by repeatedly achieving goals over and over, time and time again, no matter how small they are. In other words, teach your brain that you can accomplish something, anything, and then work your way up from there. And I know that this may seem very simple and easy to do on the outside, but once you actually implement it in practice, you'll see just how big of a difference it actually makes. For example, I once struggled with reading. I kept setting new goals over and over to read a new book this week or a new book this month. And you know what? Several months later, I still hadn't read a damn thing. So I decided to change up my strategy and start small. I started by reading a single paragraph, and then a single page, and then maybe a couple of more pages, and then an entire chapter. And then in much less time than it took me to repeatedly set and fail at my read an entire book goal, I had actually developed a reading habit and was reading full books before I even knew it. And by using this process and starting small and working your way up and away from learned helplessness, you can accomplish the same thing as well. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you found this video helpful, and I hope that you're now more motivated to achieve every single goal that you want to achieve, no matter what that goal is. And if you need help in achieving those broad goals, then head on over to lifeline.coach, because there I have created a very special tracking worksheet that allows you to turn your big, broad goals into trackable data so that you can achieve them over the long term. It's completely free, and the link to download is in the description below. I want to thank you again for watching. Please do me a favor and subscribe, and I'll see you next video. Yeah, bitch, I'm motivated, and now I can accomplish whatever I want, and I'm gonna do a little bit of dance, just like this. Hoo, ha, hoo, hoo, ha.